Welcome back, friends. We are going to do a video on weaning my son today. If you're new around here, my name is Sandy-Kaye. This is my daughter Jordy Ray, and we're talking about weaning my son Trenner. Some background information is that I weaned him at 26 months old. We tandem nursed for 7 months of that time. When little sis was born, I pretty much let him nurse as much as he wanted, as my milk had just come in and he was adjusting to a little sister. After a couple months of tandem nursing, I would limit him to 3 times or less and would just try and have him eat some food or drink some water first, or distract him with one of his toys. And just to clarify, anytime we nursed was during the day. He was night weaned when he was 6 months old, just like Jordy Ray. So from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. never nursing, and never nursing for naps as well. That's just how I like to do it, to not associate milk with nap time or sleeping in the night. Since he turned 2, we've been down to about 1 to 2 nursing sessions, and it was basically when the baby would be nursing, he would kind of get jealous and want to be up with mommy too. So that's it, typically when it was. So I found wearing a cover or sometimes just nursing her somewhere else also helped. Then he would just ask less, but occasionally he would still ask, even if she was taking a nap, and I would say yes up to 2 times and then just remind him to get milk from the fridge or find a snack again, or that he could have milk the next day or something like that. So as you can tell, we kind of took a slower approach. I kind of knew by the time he turned 2 that we wanted to start weaning, so I kind of slowly started to cut feeds the first 2 months, you know, kind of letting him, when the baby was born, letting him nurse as much as he needed / wanted to, and then, you know, down to 3 feeds, and then down to 2 feeds by the time he turned 2. For us, I knew it was time to completely wean for 3 reasons. The first being I wanted to get my first postpartum period back so that I could kind of have my hormones regulate again. The second was I wanted to have some memories of just nursing my daughter Jordy Ray, as I did with my son Trenner. And then the third reason was that my son just seemed ready. He seems confident in who he is and in the world around him, and just happy and content without nursing at this point. So it just seemed time. And truly what I believe is nursing is a partnership between you and your child, and at any point it's not serving you or your child, or not working for whatever reason, whether it's mental health for the mother, or maybe the child just self-weans at 9 months, like, you never know, then that might be time, that might mean that it's time to wean. The day I chose to wean my son wasn't some big birthday milestone or any special day in particular. It was, honestly, I can't remember the last time I nursed him. Like, the January 10th was the last day I nursed him, but I can't really particularly remember that session. But to me, it didn't really matter, because I have all the memories of past times nursing him, and pictures of tandem nursing with my daughter and just with him when he was a baby. And so I just felt confident that both of us were ready, and that was the day I chose, January 11th. The next day is when I just kind of on a whim just wanted to see how it would go, and it ended up going better than I thought, and that was the day that he no longer had milk. So the big question of how did I nurse him? How did I nurse him? I'm sure you know how to nurse, but how to wean. So how I weaned my son is I went with a simple approach first. He would nurse on the right side only. My daughter would only nurse on the left side, just because my daughter only preferred the left side, and so that's naturally how it would happen. And so I basically just said, baby side works, but Trenner's side was broken. I just told him it's broken, and then if he would ask again, I'd say, I'm sorry, I want to give you milk, but it's broken, so I can't. Would you like milk from the fridge? Would you like some water? Oh, look at that toy over there, and then just do something to kind of distract his attention. The first couple of days, Trenner would ask up to about 3 times, usually when the baby was just nursing, or maybe sometimes when she wasn't, and I would just remind him, oh, I'm sorry, it's broken, no more milk. In the beginning, he did try, like, once pushing the baby's head off of my boob and trying, like, trying to get some milk. I was like, oh, sorry, buddy. No, it's broken. Only works for baby now. And he only tried that once, and then he was fine. But on the 4th and 5th day, by that point, he was only asking once a day. And then by the 6th day, he just matter-of-factly was just like, he just once said, he's like, broken, and just pointed to my boob. Honestly, I was super amazed how well he did do with weaning. I thought maybe he'd be a little bit more emotional about it, but he just started, like, you know, a couple days in, just started being very matter-of-fact, like, oh, it's broken, because he understands concepts very well. And I was impressed with myself too, that well, at least yet, I haven't gotten super emotional. When I kind of thought that I hadn't remembered the last time we nursed, that kind of made me sad, like, oh, it wasn't like some big special last time, or I didn't even take a picture. But you know what, it's in my heart all the times I've nursed him, and, like, you know, over that long journey. So it's just been so beautiful. I feel so grateful that he's been exclusively breastfed since, exclusively breastfed from 0 to 6 months. And then after that, we introduced solids. It's not like I've only been giving him milk till he's 2. But he was exclusively breastfed as a little newborn baby, and then it was just a special time where he would hold his sister's hand while he nursed. And to me, I did love tandem nursing just because it really strengthened the bond with his little sister. It just seemed to help him connect him with his little sister, and he would just, you know, be so cute with her and just stroke her head or hold her hand while they would tandem nurse together. And so I do have some very precious memories of that. The last kind of tip I would say is, I have heard putting a band-aid over your nipple. I didn't even do that. I simply just said it's broken, and that was enough for my son. He tends to be more of a calm, chill kid, so that works for him. I hope that will work for your baby too. I think you as the mom will know best when your baby is ready, and when you as the mother is ready for that beautiful journey to end. I hope it goes smoothly, and thank you so much for joining me for this video, and we will catch you in the next one. Bye!